Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about Monday to Friday breakfast option ideas. As a lot of you guys commenting and saying that you could not understand my mother tongue Telugu, I thought of making it in English also so that everyone can understand and make these healthy and easy breakfast options for your kids and for yourself. And the first one is, as you have seen, that it is a FOXTAIL millet dosa. And the ingredients you need for this is 3 cups of foxtail millets and 1 cup of urad dal and a tablespoon of methi seeds. If you add methi seeds, it will give the crispiness and a good color to the dosa. So I added a tablespoon here, and also make sure you soak a cup of poha, and after you grind it, and you can add the poha to the mixture. And now soak this mixture for about 8 hours or so, and then after 8 hours you grind it into a smooth paste by adding required amount of water, and make sure you ferment it for 8 hours. And here, as we live in sunny state, I just put this grinded mixture into the oven and I let it ferment for 8 hours. And as fossil millets are very rich in protein and iron, it's good for your kids and for yourself as well. I thought of making it into a dosa because my son doesn't like if I cook it as a rice item. So I thought of making it as a dosa. And also, as you have seen, please add a required amount of salt, and it also helps in fermentation as well. If you add salt and put it for fermentation, it will rise very well, as you can see here. And then after it is fermented, then heat a tawa and spread the batter and make it into a dosa. As my son likes onions on the top of dosa, so I have added onions here and spread some oil, and then let it cook for a minute or so, and then your dosa will be ready, and you can serve it with your favorite chutney. And the next option is a KODO millet pulihora. This is also another variety of millets. Here I soaked around 2 cups of KODO millets for 3 people. So I soaked it for an hour or so before, and all you need to do is cook it the same process as rice. Just add around for 1 cup of KODO millets you need to add around 3 to 3.5 cups of water. It's not the same ratio as rice, and same process as how we do the lemon rice. Just add oil for tempering. Add around 2 tablespoons of oil, and add chana dal, urad dal, mustard seeds, and I also added peanuts and cashew so that it gives some flavor to it. And I also added around 7 to 8 green chilies and a bunch of curry leaves. And after once the tempering is done, add the KODO millets to it, and then add required amount of salt, and then squeeze around 2 big size lemons to it, and you can adjust it according to your taste. And voila, it's done, and it can be done within 15 minutes. So this is the easiest one. And the next option is masala dosa. I prepared this on a Wednesday. Here what I'm doing is I'm heating a pan and adding a tablespoon of oil, and I added red chili, chana dal, urad dal, mustard seeds, turmeric, and a pinch of asafoetida. And once they are done, add onions to it. I cut the onions lengthwise so that it gives restaurant style to it. If you doesn't like lengthwise, you can also cut it into small cubes. And I also cut the potatoes into lengthwise as well. You can cut them into cubes if you like it. Anyways, we are going to mash the potatoes finally, so it doesn't matter. And after they are done, I added green chilies. I have taken 5 to 6 green chilies here. You can adjust that according to your taste. And once mix it, and then add salt to it so that it cooks faster, and then cover it with a lid, and then cook it for 5 minutes, and your masala will be done. And if you are a working mom, you can prepare this a day before, and you can store it in the refrigerator, and you can make dosas on the day you prefer, and it will be done in 10 minutes actually. And here I also included a clip of how I spread the batter and stuff it with the masala. Here I just took a ladle of batter and I spread it circle wise, and then I have added this masala and then cover it with a lid for about 2 to 3 minutes. Once it turns golden brown, you can just turn it off and then serve it with your favorite chutney. And the other option is cheese dosa. As the masala was a bit spicy for my son, I made a cheese dosa for my son on that day. So here I'm spreading the dosa same way, and after once it is done on both sides, I added around 3 tablespoons of cheese on it, and then cut it into small pieces, and I served it for my son. And the next option is cracked wheat upma. I prepared this on a Thursday. For this, take a non-stick pan and add around a tablespoon of oil, and then add chana dal, urad dal, mustard seeds, and a red chili, and also add a pinch of asafoetida. It gives flavor and it also helps in digestion as well. And then once they start turn golden brown in color, I've added onions here. You can take any kind of vegetables that you or your family prefers. I've just added onions on that day because I was in a bit hurry. You can add carrots, tomatoes and potatoes as well. It will give a very good flavor to the upma. Once the onions turn golden brown or translucent, you can add green chilies, and I also grated a piece of ginger here. It gives a really good flavors for all the upmas, not only the cracked wheat. You can add it for any upma you prepare. It gives a real good smell as well. Here I am taking around a cup of cracked wheat, so I have added 3.5 cups of water and added required amount of salt to it. And then once the water comes to a boil, then add the upma and then mix very well, and turn the heat to low, very low, and then cook it for another 2 to 3 minutes so that the masala and the salt goes into the upma and it tastes very well. And after that you can add a tablespoon of ghee on the top, and voila, it will be done. And the final recipe is veg omelette. I prepared this on a Friday. For this, first thing you need to have a very hot pan. So first thing I'm heating a pan, and I also heating up some ghee for it. As I'm preparing this for my son, I have added ghee instead of butter or oil. So here in a cup I'm taking around 2 eggs, and I also added a tablespoon of milk. Milk gives fluffiness to the omelette. And I also added a pinch of salt and red chili powder. If you doesn't like red chili powder, you can add pepper as well. And then I have added a small onion, and I have grated some carrot into it, and then beat it real well. And after that you spread that batter onto the pan, and then cook it on both sides, and your omelette will be done. And these are the healthy and very easy breakfast ideas from Monday to Friday. I hope you like my video. As few of my viewers requested to do videos in English, this one's for you. And I'll be doing videos in both English and Telugu from now on. And if you have any video requests for me, please leave them in the comment section below. I'll make sure I do that for you. And thank you all for watching. So please don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon so that you will get notified whenever I upload a video. Thank you.